Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Alpha Success Network, Alpha Television Network, where we're busy talking about ways to improve your business. But if you haven't noticed, most of the things that we talk about are actually very applicable in every different aspect of your life. So, the topic that we have for today, I titled it Your Number Three Asset for Business Success. However, I think it's one of the most important aspects out there, and it's attitude. Attitude. Okay. So, what do we mean when we say attitude? There's two trains of thought. Number one, meet Tom. Tom is an entrepreneur in quotes, and he says he's going to go into business and see how it turns out. If it doesn't turn out well, Tom is going to jump back to his job as a waiter, whatever it is. So the language that he uses is I'm going to try it out, and if it doesn't work, I'm going to go back to what I used to do, or I'm going to go back and do accounting, or I'm going to go back and I'm going to do law, whatever. The next person is an entrepreneur in the real sense, and he says he's going to do it until, if you catch him failing, he says no problem, I'm going to go back and rewrite the script and come back and do it until. His attitude speaks that he's never ever going to give up. What does your attitude say about you? So think about everybody that you know that's very successful in business. Some of them may appear to be very humble. Some of them may appear to be very braggadocious, if there's a word like that. And the common theme in all of these people is that they have made a commitment that they are going to do their business until it succeeds. They're not paying their rent. No, they're going to do their business until it succeeds. Life is hard. No, they're not going to get a job. They're going to do their business until it succeeds. So attitude is a very, very key factor in helping you climb up the ladder of success elevator style. Recently, I got a good example here. I was out at a car rental agency. I was about to rent a car. Maybe it was about a month or two ago. I was going to drive to another province to write my entrance exam to business school. And the lady at the front said, Mario, I wish you all the luck in your exams. And I said, hey, I'm not going to need that. I'm going to clean it. Yeah, that's the attitude that I had. Guess what? So I went down and wrote the exam, and I failed the paper. Now, does it really matter that I had this attitude beginning like I'm going to crash it? Yes, it does matter, because if I didn't have that attitude, then I would have looked at it very differently. First time when I was all bragging about how good I was going to do in the exam, when I failed the exam, what did I do? I went back and looked, okay, what would I have done? What would I have done better, to improve on my score, to get the score that I want to get so I can get into business school? Okay, that's the attitude that I had. So I always have this vision, this alter ego of the gentleman in Batman, the businessman in Batman. That's who I look at myself as, getting my Donald Trump on. Actually, forget about Donald Trump. I'm going to make more than Donald Trump. That's called attitude. So when I failed, I went back and did it again, and I cleaned the paper. Well, if I would have gone with the attitude like, it's hard, I don't know if I'm going to pass, 70, 80% of people don't get this exam. Well, what would happen if I failed? I would just say, well, it wasn't meant to be, and then I'd give it up. So the moral of the story is attitude determines your altitude. How high you're going to fly in the world of business really boils down to how you look at yourself when you're going into business. You have to burn all your bridges behind you. You can't go back. And once you burn all your bridges behind you, your back is against the wall, you have only one thing to do, which is move forward. You cannot move back. You have to move forward. History really plays an important part in trying to explain what I'm trying to talk about here. I think Julius Caesar took his troops all over to Gaul, and when he got them to Gaul, I think you burned all the ships behind. You know, when the people turned around and they noticed that all the ships are burnt, well, what was the choice? The choice was to progress forward. So the attitude was you win or you die on the battlefield. In the game of business, you get rich or you die trying. There's no looking back. So go back, think about the attitude that you're applying, and maybe you need an attitude reality check. And if you do need an attitude reality check, tune in for the next video. I think I'm going to give you some ideas on how to improve your attitude if you ain't got it already. Have a wonderful day, folks.